Hi everybody, and welcome to Quick and Easy Videos using PowerPoint. I'm Angela Wills of Marketer's Mojo, and I have invited my friend Michelle Schoen of Learn Camtasia to do a presentation today for you guys. I'm so excited about this topic because I've only just recently got PowerPoint after all these years of using an open source program. And so I'm excited to learn this too, and I'm so happy to have Michelle here. Michelle and I go way back, way back. I don't even remember when, Michelle. I don't know if you do. Someone around 2006 maybe?
Well, I think 2008 was when I started my business, so
Okay. Yeah. So we're pretty soon after. I'm pretty sure you came, you were reading my blog and we connected, and we've known each other ever since, and we just, we had a connection, we became friends, and we've met in person. And so I love what Michelle does. She's got a great business where she teaches people about videos and Camtasia and PowerPoint. So thank you so much for being here.
Thanks. I appreciate it, Angela. And yeah, today what you guys are going to learn is how to create quick and easy killer videos with PowerPoint. And just let me know by show of hands, and there's a little hand icon you can click, who owns PowerPoint or even Keynote. I think it's Keynote, right, for the Mac, because this will work for Keynote as well, except some of the buttons you're going to push are going to be different for Keynote. But mostly PowerPoint, so I'm getting a lot of people saying yes, they do own it. That's great. And has anyone ever created a video with PowerPoint before? Okay, so far no. I'm waiting to see if anyone has a yes. Tried it once, says Ron. You're going to see how absolutely easy this is, how absolutely tech-free this is, and you're going to love it. All right, so, oh, I forgot. I've had to put the crown on me. That's right, not only Angela's not the only one that gets the crown. Okay, so listen, some presentations are great. This is me here while watching my business partner, Lon Naylor, deliver a presentation, and he's really good at delivering engaging presentations. And then, some presentations, some webinars are not so great. And those are the ones where people drone on and on and on about all the stuff about themselves, and then they get really technical on you, they get complicated, they're long-winded. And what I want to do is just show you how to create an engaging, very simple presentation using Microsoft PowerPoint and nothing else. And so let me tell you what you're going to learn in this. This is going to be about a 45-minute presentation. And then we're going to have about 15 minutes for questions and answers. And I'm going to be giving everyone who's here a freebie that they can take with them at the end. So I'm going to talk to you about why choose PowerPoint over the other tools, why you should even bother creating PowerPoint videos. Why not just do PowerPoint presentations, right? And stick to what you know. Sorry, I have a little cold, so I'm a bit of a sniffling person today. And then I'm going to demonstrate for you the 4 steps involved in how to create a quick and easy PowerPoint video. And then if you are fascinated or even mildly interested in what I've been able to do in a very brief amount of time with a tool that I already own, I am going to offer you some additional training at the end at a very special price just for those of you who came here through Angela Wills and Marketer's Mojo with a coupon that I hope you'll take advantage of. But whether or not you end up purchasing the additional training or not, you are going to learn a lot in this next 45 minutes. I can guarantee it, and you will end up with a template you can use right away when we finish the webinar to make your own video. All right. All right, let's talk about online video, first of all. I'm a huge proponent of online video in general. I'm just curious as to those of you, maybe you haven't made a video with PowerPoint, but has anyone here today made a video, whether and put it online. Not just a video that you watch at home that's only for yourself with your cell phone, but actually put a video online. Okay, so far no one has yet. Okay, so this should be pretty fun for you guys because this may very well end up being your first video for your business. All right, so, and we're going to use PowerPoint to create it. Now, why use PowerPoint for your first video? Okay, it's inexpensive. Most of you probably own it or at least have ScreenFlow or maybe PowerPoint for the Mac. It's very, very easy to take a bunch of slides and convert them to a video that you can put right up on YouTube. It is not a steep learning curve at all, and you will use it when creating a screen recording is not necessary. And let me explain to you what I mean by that. There's a tool called Camtasia that I use a lot that records your screen specifically when you're showing someone how to use a software application. So you know when you're teaching somebody how to use Microsoft Word or something, and you wish that they could actually look over your shoulder and see all your mouse movements. Well, I use a tool called Camtasia for that, and I hit a red button and it records my screen, and I can send people that video. So I teach that a lot, but this type of video is not a video that you would use when you're trying to teach software, a software application. I suppose you could use screenshots of it, but I'd rather see you use Camtasia if you're going to be actually doing a training course about a software application. And certainly you can learn more about Camtasia on the web. But this is going to be more of a presentation style video, and I'm going to show you the different types of videos you can create. And also it's very easy to find templates to get you started. I'm going to be actually giving a template away today, but there's hundreds, if not thousands, of templates out there that you can use that are pre-created, that even have animation in them. All right, now, oops, I left my PowerPoint. Let's go back there. All right, so now I am going to show you what you can do with videos that you have created with PowerPoint. First of all, you can use them to do affiliate marketing. Does anybody know what affiliate marketing is? Have you heard of it before? Affiliate marketing, and okay, good, a lot of people know what that means. Okay, it's when you want to sell somebody else's product. You don't have a product of your own online, but you use and love somebody else's product, and you can create a video and put it on YouTube showing what you do with that other person's product, and at the end you give a link that's your special link that gives you a commission if someone buys through it. You can do a product review video, talk about what you like and don't like. Sorry, let's go back. What you don't and do like about a particular service or product. You can create a training course or a tutorial. You can do a video to get traffic, potential clients back to your website or your sales page by putting your video on YouTube. You can give, let's just say, an expert presentation, which means, a top tips video, a frequently asked questions video. You can show your portfolio if you have a service business and talk about the service that you offer. And you can have webinar content. If you've delivered a webinar or a live presentation, you can turn those slides into a video and put it on social media, YouTube, Facebook. You can put videos on Facebook. You can put it on your blog. You can put it on a sales page. You can put it anywhere on the internet, and people can watch it, and there'll be a link to anywhere you want. Any sales page you want them to buy, just if it's on social media, the link can go back to your your website to any page. So it's extremely important to start getting into doing video. Okay, now that you know how important it is to do video and how easy it can be to use the tools that you already have, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it step by step in PowerPoint. All right, now what we're going to do is create a video in 4 simple steps. And what the video is going to be is, this is going to be the PowerPoint here. It's just simply 9 slides that I created. And it's a tips video that I want to put out on YouTube, and the title of it is called 3 Awesome Ideas for Your PowerPoint Videos. And I've actually already made it into a video, and unfortunately you cannot hear sound through this webinar. That's unfortunate. It doesn't transmit a video, the audio from a video, but this is what the video looks like here. All right, so it's playing here, okay, and I have it set to where each slide lasts about 8 seconds right now. I think it's 8 seconds. Okay, and then it goes right to me, and I'm in the background talking here. I have introduced the video. I'm now introducing myself and telling a little bit about myself. Now it says idea number 1, and I'm talking, I'm starting to present that idea, and then my voice talks about doing a case study and results. So I'm just narrating this video in the background, and it's playing on its own. And then I'm talking about idea number 2, and you can see there's a pause button down here. I haven't uploaded this to YouTube yet. And so now we're talking about myth number 2. So if you're understanding, this is just a slide, a PowerPoint presentation that I converted to a video that can play on YouTube and run all by itself. And this, this could be put on my website or something. And I'm narrating in the background, and I'm talking and talking and talking. And now I'm telling you about another idea. And then at the end I say, for more great ideas, and this is my call to action, my website pops up, and they can click on it and go to my website. Okay, so that's the final video. So now let me minimize that and show you how I made it in PowerPoint. All right, so the first thing that is done is to create some kind of a script, okay? And every time I touch my screen, it likes to go to the next slide. Okay, I write a simple script, and I write down what I'm going to say for every slide. And let me show you what that script actually looks like in Microsoft Word. It's right here. This allows you to see it a little bit more closely. Oops. Let's get that back up one more time. All right, so I wrote the script, and I didn't just come up with this out of thin air. Some of you saw the blog post, the guest blog post that I posted on Angela's website. I believe it was just yesterday. And it was called 9 Content Ideas for Turning PowerPoint into Video. So I gave Angela a guest post that I wrote for her, and what I did is I just picked some things out of my blog post. So you guys can do this too. Those of you guys who are blogging, take a blog post that you've already done, okay, and pull a little content out of it. So this happened to be an idea blog post, and so I decided that I'm going to create a video based on 3 of these ideas that I had. Okay, so I picked number 5, I picked number 7, and I picked number 8. And I decided that I was going to talk about those 3 things in a video. So before I went to PowerPoint, I wrote myself a little script based on some slides I was going to create. So I figured on slide 1, I would have a title screen. And I'm going to say, in this video, I'm going to give you 3 great ideas for video content viewers will love. Well, notice how I write the way I speak. So it sounds very casual and real. It doesn't sound like I'm reading a script, because that's what I would say in real life. I'm gonna. I don't say I'm going to. I rarely do that. I speak in contractions and all that. So that's the way I write a script. And then on slide 2, I decided I'm going to have a picture of myself. So there's my title slide. I'm going to have a picture of myself with my name and what I do. And I'm going to say, hi, how you doing? My name is Michelle Schoen, and at my website, Learn Camtasia, my job is to give you some tips and demos for creating videos quickly and easily. So here we go. And then on slide 3, I decided that I was just going to have the word idea number 1. And I was going to say, here's the first idea. I should have written that, here's the first idea. But that's what I actually say. Okay, and then on slide 4, I decided I'm going to have sort of a title here and an image, which is an example of a case study I pulled out of my website. And I'll be showing you how I did this in just a few minutes. So here I say, make a video about the results you were able to achieve while working with a client, or talk about a case study and show what you did for them and how you can do the same for the viewer. And on and on. Okay, so I write myself a script for that. I don't know where all these little dots came from. All right, and so I finished the script. And then I say, thanks for watching, and I have a call to action because I want to put this video on YouTube. I want to make sure that everybody who watches this video goes back to my website and sees what I have to offer, right? Okay, so now that I've written the script, I go on to step 2 of this process, which is create your slides. Okay, now this is just showing you the slides I created. There's actually one more slide. There's 9 slides. So then I go to PowerPoint and I create my slides. So here I am in my video. What I did was I went to the Design tab in PowerPoint. And don't forget, you guys are all going to get the recording of this webinar tomorrow. So although you may want to take notes, because you may want to start working on this right away, who knows, don't forget that you can always replay and replay and replay this webinar video, which will go through the steps so that you can recreate this. And I chose one of the PowerPoint design templates. I happen to choose this one. It's my favorite. It's called Slipstream. And when I chose it, it made my slides have this lovely bluish color background. And then, because I knew I wanted this slide to be a title slide, I right-clicked on it and I chose the title slide layout. Okay, that's what this is. And then I typed the name of my title in it, and because I chose a pre-created PowerPoint template, it came with this font, Trebuchet. So that font is going to be on every single slide because it's part of this template. So you don't want to use boring fonts like Arial and Calibri and Times New Roman. You want to use kind of a cool font that comes with a template. And there's a ton of other templates you can even purchase that have all this pre-created animation in them, which is always fun to have in a video, because I don't like to spend much time doing any animation. On this next slide, I once again chose a layout. So I right-click, layout, and I chose, I believe it was title and content for this one. So it came with this cute little asterisk. I just simply typed my name, and then I needed to go find a picture for the content. So what I did is I went Insert, Picture, and I got a picture of myself here that I had created of myself in like a little tilted frame. I had done this in another tool. And then I inserted it in, and it pops up right there. Then the next thing I did is once again use another layout, and this one was the title slide again. And I typed in the text I wanted, and on and on. So the next one, once again, I used the title and content. Now, how did I get this? Well, this is a screen clip from my website, and I'm going to show you how cool this is, okay? What you do if you want to get a clip from somewhere is I went to my website here. This is one of my pages where I do some private coaching, and I knew that I had case studies on here. These are good examples of how to use a case study, right? So I knew that I wanted to show a case study here because I'm talking about case studies in my video, duh, right? So I go Insert, Screenshot, Screen Clipping, and I go and I can just do this and grab the screen clipping just like that, and it pops up into my video. See? And I already did that. All right? But it was kind of boring when it popped in. So I clicked on it, and the Format menu came up, and I chose to have one of these, you know, you can just choose one of these backgrounds to have on your picture. They're all part of PowerPoint. See, and it just gives a little bit more depth to your picture. It's just not quite as boring. All right, so moving along, you know, I already showed you how I did this. Oh, and by the way, I didn't like the black color that came out as part of this template, so I had selected it and I went to the colors and I made it this nice red color here. So I changed the color. All right, now for this one, I used the layout that was picture with caption, and I typed in the wording, but how did I get this guy right here? Okay, so I don't like to pay a lot of money for images. In fact, if I can possibly get away with it, I kind of don't like to pay any money for images. So I have this handy site called Pixabay. Okay, so I'm going to copy this and put it in a new window. Paste and go. And what I did is I typed in myths. And why I typed in myths was because this says debunk myths. So I thought, well, maybe I'll get something kind of cool. And lo and behold, there's this little pixie elf. Okay, I click on it. Here it is. It's free. See, it's in the part of the public domain, which means that it's free for anybody to use at any time on anything. All right. All I did was right-click, save. No, I'm sorry. I copied the image. I went into my PowerPoint. I right-clicked and I pasted it in as a picture. Okay. It came in really big, so I took the corners and I made it smaller. See, and I've already made it the size that I wanted it here. And once again, for a cool background, I can choose a number of different things. Maybe I would want it like this. You know, that's kind of cool. Or like that, or like this, you know. So we'll just leave it at this for now. Okay, and then I'm sorry, not quite lastly, but almost lastly, I did the same thing for this picture. I went to Pixabay and I typed in work from home, and I went down and I got this picture, okay? But when I brought it in, I copied the image, I went to PowerPoint, I right-clicked, and I pasted it as a picture. It had a lot of extra that I didn't really want. So not only was it too big, I thought it had a lot of extra background that I didn't really need. So you know what I did? I cropped it in PowerPoint. I double-clicked on it, I chose the cropping tool, and I pushed it in. See, I got rid of all that extra stuff at the top and the bottom that I didn't want, just took up a lot of room, cropped it in, clicked outside, and you see, this is what I ended up with. So I'll get rid of this extra one. I decided that I wanted this to kind of have a cool background too, with a bit of a drop shadow on it. So that is what I got for this one. And of course you can move it around anywhere you want, and you can move this. I thought the text looked best on the side here instead of on the top. And then for my last slide, I just simply used the title screen, but I created a square, a rectangle, we'll call it, at the bottom here for the name of my website. So I clicked on Insert, Shapes. I chose the rectangle shape here. I dragged it across. I made it just the right size. I double-clicked to get this kind of cool background. I went to Shape Effects, and it's hard for me to even remember, but I believe that I chose this button-looking one. Yep, you see how that made it look into like a little bit of a button? It almost looks clickable, right? And then I inserted some text with a text box here. I just typed in Learn Camtasia, and then I made it, I highlighted it, I increased the size, I dragged it out, and then I put a little effect on this. So I went back to Format, and I chose Text Effects, and I believe I put some sort of a shadow on there, but I can't really remember which one, so I'll probably choose the wrong one. And I did change the font to the font that is used in this. Oh, it's already on Trebuchet. Okay, and I made it a little bit bigger. But you just play around, because that's what I did. That is not necessarily maybe the way you want your font, so I just got rid of those things. We didn't need them. Okay, so next I'm going to show you the next step on there. So I'm going to go back here. So we did all our slides, right? And now we're going to make it into a video. Okay, we're going to record the slideshow right from within PowerPoint. So I'm going to show you how I do that. Go back to PowerPoint. All right, so what I do is I go to Slideshow, Record Slideshow, and I want to start the recording from the beginning. Now let me tell you, I have my script printed out. Actually, it's on a monitor next to me, but normally I have it printed out. I happen to have 2 monitors here, so it makes it easy. Normally I just print it out and put it next to me. In this case, I happen to have on my dual monitor, my extra monitor, so I can read my script at the same time, so I can narrate my slides. And I'm going to hit Start Recording. I cleared my throat just to be ready here. All right, I happen to have a headset on. I got this headset from Walmart for $35. It's called the Logitech ClearChat headset. Just curious if you guys already have a headset. That would be great. If you're going to be doing several of these videos, you should go ahead and buy a USB headset. Can get them off of Amazon, get it delivered. You can find them for, $30 or so. So I got that plugged in. I'm going to hit Start Recording, and here we go. In this video, I'm going to give you 3 great ideas for video content viewers will love. Hi, how you doing? My name's Michelle Schoen, and at my website, Learn Camtasia, my job is to give you some tips and demos for creating videos quickly and easily. So here we go. Here is the first idea. Make a video about the results you were able to achieve while working with a client, or maybe you'd like to talk about a case study, and just show what you did for them and how you can do the same for the viewer. Here's another idea. Idea number 2. Debunk myths. Talk about the top 3 myths in your industry and give real examples to show why they're truly myths. And my third idea. Take your viewers behind the scenes. Show yourself and your natural surroundings. Maybe tie in some business secrets. How you organize your business, what type of setup you use to get things done, etc. So there you have it. For more great ideas for PowerPoint videos, head over to my website, learncamtasia.com. Hey, and subscribe to my YouTube channel while you're there. Thanks for watching. All right, so I just did it. I just recorded my video. Now that wasn't so tough. Now you might notice that on a slide or two, I kind of hesitated a little bit because, I had lost my place in the script. That kind of thing can happen to anybody. And that's why you can go in to the slide sorter and redo any slide you want to. So let's just say I remembered that I hesitated on this one. I can go back to Slideshow, Record Slideshow, and choose, first I would clear the narration on that slide, then I would clear the timing on just that slide. See, notice the timing and that little picture of a speaker went away. And I can go back, record slideshow just from that slide and only do that one slide and fix it. So it's perfect. All right, now that was pretty easy. Pretty much anybody can do that. So now we're going to go on to our final step, right? So you've recorded the slideshow, you've fixed any of your errors, and now we're just going to export that as a video. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to go back to the slide presentation that I did, and I'm going to choose File, Export. Now I'm in PowerPoint 2013. For those of you in PowerPoint 2010, you choose Save and Send, and then choose Create a Video. And if you're already in PowerPoint 2016, I don't even have that yet. It's already come out, but there's a different way. So as long as you're in at least PowerPoint 2010, there are this easy export. Create a video, you're going to use the recorded timings and narrations, because you've done that already. And then you're going to hit Create Video. And then at the bottom, well, you got to give it a name, so I'm just going to call it Test. See, I've already done this once, so I'm just going to call it Test 1. All right. So I'm going to save it, and then at the bottom of the video, it's going to start turning into a file called an MP4. So look, you see it down there? You see it starting to change? Okay, this doesn't take very long. All right, but I'm not going to let it take its time with that because I've already done it. All right, and you guys saw it. All right, it was this. 3 awesome video ideas for PowerPoint. All right, now you've got this video file. You can do any of those things that you want to with it. And if I wanted to say, upload it to YouTube, that might be my first choice. I'm going to close some of these other windows so you could, so I don't get confused. All right, so I happen to have a YouTube account already. Does anybody out there already have a YouTube account? Anybody have one? Yes, says Ron. Yes, Karen. Okay, so some are coming in. It's not brain surgery to create a YouTube account. You just need to sign up with Google, you know, Gmail, and create an account with username and password. And I do see some questions coming in, and I will address those in just a few minutes. Okay, so actually, while I was waiting for this webinar to start today, I went to my YouTube account and I hit upload. And I navigated to, I don't want to leave this page, so I'm not going to, I just navigated to the MP4 video that I had created. See? I went to it and I hit upload. Okay, and in the meantime, it took about 5 minutes, maybe 10, the video uploaded to my YouTube site. It's got the title in it already because it takes the title from the file name. And then with YouTube, you want to give it a good description so that you can be found. So that when people are searching, they can find your video. So I would say something like, I would put my website first, okay, because you want people to go ahead and see immediately where they can click to get more information. So I would do that first. And then I would put my name. So if people are searching, they can get to that. Michelle Schoen discusses the three great ideas for creating PowerPoint videos you can do quickly. Well, I'm not going to type anymore because I'm not good at that. Okay, so then I've got a PowerPoint in there, my video, my site, my name, and any other keywords that you guys can think of. And then tags are just keywords. So I'm going to put PowerPoint videos, comma, my name. I'm hitting the enter key or a comma, it doesn't matter. And then I'd probably put maybe, I don't know what else. I'd have to think of a few more that people might search for, whatever you think your keywords might be, just to get yourself found, right? Now there's all kinds of advanced settings if you wanted to. You could make your video clickable using this thing called annotation, so at the very end people could actually click on your video and go somewhere, like maybe they go to another video or to go to your website or whatever. You can upload, these are called thumbnails, by the way. This is the picture that people will see when they see your video. And maybe I don't think that's the greatest picture. So maybe I think, oh, well, maybe this is a good picture, my picture. But I don't, my name and stuff, but I don't think that's the greatest picture to get people to click on it. I'd rather have them see the title of it with Angela and me with the crown and, oh wait, I'm sorry, not that one. That was for this video. I would probably rather have, I don't know, maybe just this title screen, maybe just that one. You can also make a custom thumbnail, you know, something really cool looking and upload it, because people get really excited when they see a good image on YouTube and they go, ooh, that looks like it's going to be a good video. I think I'll click on that. So you can upload that. And then I'm not going to go ahead and actually publish this video right now because I would have done, you know, probably a better job of narrating than the quick narration I did right before, you know, and during this webinar. I'd have gone back and done a few of those slides over again. So I'm not going to publish because it's going to end up being on my channel. But what you do is if you go to any video, okay, let me just go to any video. Yes, I'm going to leave this page. Well, my son happens to like basketball, so every one of your videos is going to have the ability to put any of your videos and anybody's video on YouTube, you're going to be able to put it on your website simply by clicking on the share button. Okay, so if this was your video, actually it's the share and then click on embed. If this was your video, you would go to share and then embed, and you would get this code called an embed code, and this code goes anywhere on your website that you want, and then that's where your video is going to appear. Make sure to put it in the HTML part, you know, behind the scenes where all that yucky code is. Just go there and paste it, or ask your webmaster or anybody who knows how to paste something into the source code. And Angela is a pro with that. She can even explain to you. It's pretty easy. You know, if you have a WordPress site, you just go into the code part of it. You decide where you want your video to be, and then you just copy, and then you just paste it in there, and your video is just going to show up right where you paste it. So those of you guys who might be taking WordPress training from Angela, she can give you more information on if you're using WordPress. So it's super simple, you guys, and that's why I'm not even bothering to take the time to show you. Okay, just go in the back of your WordPress site and just paste it in. And that is really all there is to it. And so you get, let me go to view normal. You have just created a super simple tips video, and I want to let you know that every one of you guys is going to get this PowerPoint template to use for your own videos. It's going to come along with the replay. So even though you've been here, please don't just delete my email that says, here's the replay, unless you don't want this template. It's going to have this PowerPoint in it, and all you need to do, if you want to use this, is just use your own text, you know, substitute your text from my text, substitute your picture and your name for mine, substitute the first tip for your tip. You know, you could change this to like frequently asked question number 1 or tip number 1, whatever you want to do. All right, if you want to replace this picture with your picture, which I'm sure you will, you're just going to right click on it and choose change picture. See? And go and find one of your pictures and put it there instead. Okay, and then at the end you're just going to put your website here instead, and then follow my steps. You see these little speakers? Those won't show up in your final video. It's just on there. I don't want you to be like, what, this is going to be in my... It's not. It's my narration, and I'm going to clear out all my narration and timings before I give this to you, so it won't have my narration in the background, of course. All right, so now I'm going to be answering your questions in just a moment. We exported the video, but if you thought this was kind of cool and you want to do this for yourself, I've just showed you how to do it, right? But there are so many more ideas for these videos, tools, and pre-made templates that you can choose from in my class, PowerPoint for a Video course, and I'm going to show you what you get there. I'm going to go over to that page, and then I'm going to show you how you guys can get it for half price using Angela Wills. You can't do this just by going over to the page. You have to use Angela's link, okay, which Angela is going to pass out to you right now. She's going to send that out in the question panel. So Angela, if you've got that, thank you. And there is a coupon code, which is MOJO, and I'm going to show you what you get for half price. All right. So this course gives you the top tips for great looking presentations, all the instructions. There's 3 ways to record a PowerPoint, and actually give you all 3 ways. You might find one is easier for you even than the way that I showed you. All right. I show you all kinds of cool animations and things that you can do to your pictures to make them look super cool, super awesome. It's a 4-hour course, 4-hour long webinars that tell you all these different tricks and give you all these different ideas. So for example, you can read over session 1, session 2, and session 3, how to create these lower thirds like newscasters do, how to create your own themes, how to make your slides. You're not going to want to use my template for all your videos, you guys. You're going to want to create your own stuff. So it shows you all the best practices for creating really awesome videos. You don't want them to look like PowerPoint presentations, okay? You don't want that. You don't want bullet points on there. And these sessions show you how to not make them look like a document and make them look much more like a video. And what we've added just recently is a bunch more tutorials, about 5 new templates, all kinds of different tools and things that we've purchased and that we have rights to that we put behind there. How to create, this is the perfect ending, a call to action to get people to do what you want them to do. Custom sketches. The course was created using PowerPoint 2010 as the model. Many of you may have PowerPoint 2013, which is what I was using. We teach you how to do everything in 2010 and 2013. These are all the new templates you get, all the new tools, all the places you can get pictures. If you don't find them at Pixabay, you're not going to necessarily find everything that you want. And we give you these cool 3D images that we love to use in our videos. Some of them are animated, and you get how many of them? Well, 100 of these 3D images, and you can look over the testimonials if you want to. And of course, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee, which we have with all of our courses there. And instead of paying $97, if you put the coupon code in, and I'm going to have to remind my assistant, obviously. Oh no, she did put it in. Yay, Leslie. I was looking for the coupon code field because we don't usually offer coupons. We put it in just for Angela and just for this webinar. So let me tell you once again what the link is. It's http://learncamtasia.com/PowerPoint-Angela. Angela has pasted it in. You should be able to click on that or copy it. If you cannot do that, no worries. Write it down, or I will certainly send it out again with the replay. These are all the things you get, and the value. Oh, I forgot one of the best parts of it, and I completely forgot to tell you. You get a month of live webinars where my business partner Lon and I meet with you live in a group setting. All the people that have purchased the course. We answer all your questions. We re-demonstrate things for you. We critique your videos if you want, and it includes 125 hours of archives of more videos because we do this every week. We meet with our people live, and we have 125 hours of videos that from all kinds of things that we share with you video related, and some of it's Camtasia related. So if you are interested in learning how to use Camtasia, you'll learn how to do that. We have bonuses behind there. So for this no-brainer price of only $47, you can get everything that I've mentioned to you. But this is a deal that we never offer. So it's only through Monday night, only through Angela's link there. And now I'm going to answer your questions for the next 10 minutes or so, because we do have some extra time, and I know there's a lot of questions that have come in there. Let's see. Ron says, you said the URL on the last slide is clickable. How do you make it clickable? Okay, Ron, if you've put your video on YouTube, they have an advanced feature on there called annotations. I don't want to teach it to everybody because it's a little bit advanced. It's not advanced if you've ever used YouTube before, but you just kind of highlight your text and you put this field over it, and it allows you to make anything in your video clickable. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to answer some of the other questions. I have PowerPoint 2007. And it will record, but not exactly like 2010. Heather, the benefits of 2010 is it's a little easier to record. It's less steps than 2007, and also there's a lot more variety of templates in 2010. Okay, so you can use 27, but it's just not 3 steps to record anymore. It's a little bit more. Okay, Joyce doesn't see the link. So Angela, could you post it in the chat one more time, and I'm going to answer some of the other questions. Karen says that she does transcriptions of podcasts, so she has a similar headset. Very good, Karen. Then you've already got everything you need to make these videos. All right, Ron says enthusiasm in the voice is so important. Yes, you'll notice when I narrate, I'm not just reading. I don't say, hi, this is Michelle Schoen, and welcome to my video. I'm going to teach you blah, blah, blah. I go, hey, how are you doing? This is Michelle Schoen from LearnCamtasia.com, and you're going to learn 3 fabulous steps for but whatever, you know what I'm saying? So you want to practice your excited voice before you start recording. And by the way, whenever I record my narration, I always have a smile on my face. It makes a big difference. It comes through in the voice. Okay? Ron, you asked earlier if I was manually forwarding the slides. Yes, when I do a recording, when you hit record slideshow, let me clear the timings here because I've recorded it before. Start recording, say from beginning. Start recording. All right. All you have to do is use your arrows, your arrow keys, and I'm sorry that I didn't tell you that. The arrow keys on your keyboard, see how it advances all the animation in here? My arrow keys does it. Okay. You can also use your space bar. See, now I'm using my space bar here. Okay, now I want to tell you something kind of cool. In the slides that I'm giving you, these little asterisks means I've already added transitions between the slides, which looks like an animation. Okay, so it'll be kind of cool, like between, I'm going to show you something. Between this slide and this slide, watch this. You see that? That's a transition. And I already added it to these slides for you guys, so you don't have to create any custom animations. All right, I'm going to leave this up here. And let's see, today is, what, Thursday? Okay, so you have till Monday at midnight to get this special price. And if you do, the first live coaching webinar, which are the webinars that Lana and I do every week, is going to be next Tuesday night. They alternate between Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern and Wednesday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern. Most of the videos in the course were pre-recorded, the ones that have specifically to do with PowerPoint. You can watch those the minute you place your order. But to start getting on the coaching webinars where we answer all your questions every week and demonstrate more things, those you'll be getting invitations to. and they will come out every week, and you just register for them. And there's an option to stay in the membership site as far as continuing on with those weekly coaching webinars if you want to do that, and I would give you a coupon at the end of your 4 weeks if you want to do that. It's been a pleasure doing this webinar for you, Angela. Go ahead and take yourself off mute and let me know what you think.
Yeah, I'm thrilled, actually.
You're going to be doing some of these videos yourself?
I am going to be doing these myself, and there was a question on Google Plus that was actually one. I think it's possible, but it would apply to me as well, because I have old presentations or all kinds of presentations from over the years that I actually didn't create in PowerPoint, but I can pull them into. And the question on Google Plus was if you can use previously created ones.
Yes, absolutely. You can take a PowerPoint that you have done and just start with step number 3. Just go to slideshow, record slideshow, just that step, and just only do steps number 3 and number 4.
Yeah, I'm so excited about that, because I've got tons of stuff I can turn into kind of quick promotional videos for my program. So I know you taught this to my group like maybe a couple of years ago, but I didn't have PowerPoint then, and I think I was sick at the time, so I didn't even really get to listen to the webinar.
Oh.
I didn't go back and watch the recording.
Well, let me tell you, I probably created, and I'm not kidding, I'm not exaggerating, 300 or so PowerPoint videos using these specific techniques. Now, I mix my PowerPoints in with Camtasia because, and not all of them go on YouTube. A lot of them are just for blogs, for my blog posts. But I mix a lot of them in with Camtasia videos because I like to show tutorials. And thank you so much, Angela, for promoting this and letting me talk to your followers and your subscribers. And thanks for the wonderful feedback coming in through the question panel.
It's been awesome. Thank you so much, Michelle, and I want to thank everybody who has attended today and listening to the recording. And this is just some really good info, and I had no idea. I literally had no idea you could do
now you do. All right. Yeah, most people don't. So, all right. Talk to you guys later. Thanks, Angela.
Thank you,
Bye.